Hey there, guys. Today we wanted to show you guys, I wanted to show you, Michael, a bag of harnesses that we get here. So I wanted to show you how the life of a harness starts out, and what we do to solve any issues with wire issues um, when we have a wire problem. So we went through a couple problems here. We had a joystick that you tested for us. And we noticed that there was no change. The game board had no change, and we totally understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple tools, and one of them is going to be one of these guys, and we'll be providing one of these and a little wire harness thing, so you can see what I'm doing. And the only thing I've ever seen happen or go wrong is that you'll see here on the harness itself, it says player 1. Here it says the number 1, right where it says 18, 19, 20. And right here it says 1 up, 1 down, 1 left, 1 right, button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4 to the 5 and 6. So it'll show that 1, and then it'll say BTN for button. Now if I flip this guy, I'm going to go slow so it doesn't get messed up here in the video. And if I flip it, it'll say same idea. Button up, button down, button left, button right, and then button 1, 2, 3, 4. So with the number 2 here, what we're going to do is, what I'll ask you to do is go to your number 2 side of your harness, and it'll be very simple. This is a very simple change out. But I want to show you what I've seen happen with some of these harnesses, because we buy these harnesses from a company now. We don't necessarily build them anymore because it takes so much time to make each little harness. We've taken about 2 hours, say at times 3 hours, to make just one harness, and it's just not cool for us to be able to make them anymore. And we don't have the manpower here anymore to do any of that stuff. So so what we would do is you go to player 2, being that the left is your issue here. It's going to be the yellow wire, and I'm going to show you how to pop that out. And it's very simple. And again, we really appreciate your patience on this thing, and we're going to walk you through this, guy. It should be very easy. And so this yellow wire here, what we're going to do here is that these two little teeth, or these little teeth here, let's see if we can press my little, there we go. These little teeth inside here touch the outsides of the game board that we sent you. And I'm sure you see like the top and right side of that game board has a little teeth. So they have to have the right orientation. So with this guy, what we're going to do is there's a little hole right here at the top of these little teeth, right here in the top hole. And all we do is just stick it in right here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to find the little spot. And what I do is I just flatten out this little pin or staple, and I stick it right in there. You'll see where it's at. And it's right behind that little silver tooth there. Let's see if I can zoom in again. There we go. Yeah, so it's right there, right behind that little tooth. And you just push it in real slowly. Just press it straight in, and you'll feel a little click. You might not even feel the click. And all we do then is just grab this wire, and we just tug it straight out. Whoop, let me zoom in on it again. Here we go. Keep getting out of focus. So yeah, we just pull it straight out, and you'll see the orientation of the tooth is pointing down. So this guy, what it's doing is that it's pressing in this little clip up top here. And my fingers are full of paint. I was just painting them in another machine. So then that's how that works. That's how that happens. Just pull this guy out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a couple extra wires here. And all you do is just snap this guy right back in. Bloop. So whenever we have a replacement or a problem, that's pretty much what happens. This is like one of the biggest issues that I found after a joystick switch or something like that is right in here in this little connection. When I noticed that sometimes it's our fault, or it could be the manufacturer's fault. I have no idea. But what I do know is that at times we go and we put our thumbs here, and we grab the cartridge into the game board, and we snap it together. And when we do that, you never know if you're flexing these guys too much, and you could be popping them. You could be popping the thing out. So inside this little black head here, the little connection, there's just a little wire in there that's soldered. So if that guy just cracks, well, then it's just not going to make a connection there. And that was one of the things I was thinking. I'm like, man, I wonder if that's going to be the problem. And I believe that's, now that we've gone with the game board problem issue and the joysticks and everything checks out, again, still not working. It's going to be this guy usually is the little culprit. It's going to be this little connection right here. So that's how you pop it out. It's pretty easy. And how do we put it back in? Same idea. We just get this guy and we're going to hold it to where the hole, if it's up top, there, all we do is just slide it right back in. Just slide it in and just press it in. Clip, and that's it. It just clicks right back in. And you can't pull it out any longer. So that's this little staple guy here is the little key, and we just press it in. So and then what you do with the other end, right? So we have this end of the harness, and then we have the other end of the harness, which is what you already know, this guy here. This is your the yellow, the head in the yellow. So all you got to do is just disconnect the one that's there now, disconnect it, and then reconnect the new yellow cable. And that should be it. That should fix your problem. So anyway, I'll be sending this out here in the next couple of minutes, and you should be able to get it right away. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, I could remake this video and get a little bit more in depth. But yeah, that's pretty much all it'll need. You just run the wire straight up to it and just connect it in. So anyway, yeah, there's if you have any questions, give us a call, 402-641-4482, and we'll be here to help. Thanks.